that rather than me wanting... Oh, what? Hello my loves and welcome to this new journaling session. I'm really happy to be here. As you can see, I'm in a very special, very beautiful location. I'm actually on the coast of South India in a state called Kerala in a place called Vakala. And it is beautiful. I mean, it's paradise, right? It's so incredible to be here. I feel so grateful. So I thought what we could do is we could sit together, we could write some limiting beliefs down, and after we've kind of like wrote down what they are, we can flip them around and turn them into something positive and something affirming. I'm reminding myself and therefore reminding you that what's coming up right now is an excellent opportunity to be able to release. Over the course of our lives, because of our environment, where we've grown up, and our parents, our friends, and just how we talk to ourselves, you know, we pick up these limiting beliefs. And even now, I find myself thinking about limiting beliefs that I have, and I really want to use this moon to release them. And I think a great way to release, of course, is through journaling. Obviously, we are different, so maybe we're not going to have the same limiting beliefs, but I'm going to try to pick some that are quite common, as well as some that are quite personal. So, yeah, another thing that I want to talk about is dreams, because I don't know about you, but I am having some absolutely crazy dreams. And I had a dream last night, basically, and trigger warning, I'm going to be mentioning self-harm. But the inspiration behind this video is last night I had this dream, and in my dream I was basically a young boy, maybe 12 or 13, and I was cutting myself, and I cut 2024 on my wrist. And in the dream I was speaking in a higher voice, but I was just saying all these things that were happening, and that really kind of like made me feel weird in the morning. And then my boyfriend made a really like innocent joke, and I had to assert my boundary and say, hey, don't say stuff like that, because it triggered me so much. It reminded me of when I was 13 and I used to have a lot of insecurities about being too feminine and too gay. So what I would love for us to do now is journal together. And what I think we should do is write out 5 limiting beliefs. So write your limiting belief. Underneath, write the emotions and feelings that you've attached to this limiting belief. And that's obviously covering the shadow side. So then underneath, try to write the light aspect. Try to reframe it as something maybe positive. And then last but not least, write the negative affirmation into a positive affirmation. So I'm gonna do this now, and please pause the video, write your beliefs, and then when we come back, we're gonna have 5 limiting beliefs, and we are going to reframe them into positive things. So let's go.
The thing about journaling is it's a great way to release. So what I would recommend doing for this exercise is to not judge yourself, to allow yourself to sit there without putting pressure and thinking that you have to do this exercise within a time limit. And any negative emotions that you might feel or anything that comes up, just write it down. So you can write down the negative limiting belief, and then to dive a bit deeper, write down the emotions that are associated with the limiting belief. And then once you see that on the page, you can then try to look into the other side of the limiting belief and actually think of something empowering. For example, me thinking, oh, I'm too feminine. I can then associate that with, you know, no one likes me, I'm too feminine, people don't take me seriously. But then when I'm seeing that on the paper, I actually can then think, actually, femininity is very powerful. Femininity means I'm more creative and more empathetic. So actually, being in touch with my femininity is a massive strength. So I've gone from having a limiting belief to an empowering affirmation, and that's what we're doing in this exercise.
So one thing I would recommend if you're struggling to find limiting beliefs is to just sit in a meditation position like this, close your eyes, focus your energy on your third eye, and just sort of try to release all thoughts and see what comes up. You can even ask yourself, what are the blockages that I'm facing right now? And then something will come to you, and that's a great place for you to then pick up your pen and start writing. Welcome back, everyone. So this was really, really nice. I really enjoyed doing this. I had no idea what would come up, so let's just go through this and see what we wrote. So my first limiting belief, and of course we're going to have different limiting beliefs because we're different people, but my personal first limiting belief is I am too gay. And this is what I've been feeling today because of my dream, which I mentioned earlier. So I wrote, I am too gay, too feminine, not taken seriously, I'm a joke, not a man, unlovable. Which is very harsh, very horrible, you know? I really let my emotions out there. So flipping this over, I wrote emotional intelligence, in touch with femininity, empathetic, more powerful. And then reframing I am too gay, I wrote, I am empowered by the divine feminine. And then in brackets, I wrote, others may be intimidated. Because, you know, people project. People might say, oh, you're too gay, or, oh, I don't like you, you're too gay, or whatever. Obviously, that says a lot about them as a person. But it's not because there's something wrong with me. It's because they may be intimidated by how I am. So that was my number one. So we went from I am too gay to I am empowered by the divine feminine. Now, the next one I wrote is something that I've also been going through. And I wrote, I need to do more to receive more. And this is regarding work. This is regarding feeling like I need to overwork in order to receive more in my life. And I wrote, work harder, no procrastination, struggle and scarcity. And then just to kind of flip that on its head, I then wrote, go with the flow, creative surrender, money and abundance finds me.
No, mi amor, es mentira.
I thought it was you with the hat.
What?
I thought it was you with the hat. Did you buy it?
What?
How much did you pay for the hat?
200 rupees.
That's a good deal.
What you doing?
Filming a video about adrenaline. So, yes, so go with the flow, creative surrender, money and abundance finds me. Because if you're trying to create something and if you're trying to improve yourself in any way, you need to let yourself have time to do that. You can't just be like really hard on yourself, which is what I do a lot of the time. So my mantra to rectify this way of thinking is I work smarter, not harder. For example, coming to the beach. Oh, you're going to the beach, you're lazy. No, I'm coming to the beach to journal and I'm gonna film a video here and now for my amazing family on Patreon. Working smarter, not harder, babes. Think about it. You need to have space to be creatively free, and you're not always gonna feel creatively free if you force yourself to be behind a screen for hours and hours. So the next one I wrote was, I need to run away from my problems for safety. Now, I've actually thought this many times. If things get hard or things get tough, I want to run away. And this a lot of the times is to do with emotions. I'm just watching my boyfriend play with a dog. He loves dogs. That's so cute. So I then wrote, fight off. This is the things that are attached to running away from my problems. Fight or flight, no one understands me, struggling artist archetype, which is when I just feel like, oh, I'm a struggling artist, no one gets me. And that was something that I really just need to release. And I have released it, but you know, it creeps up sometimes. And then underneath I wrote simply, breathe to be safe. And then underneath I wrote, your feelings are valid, stop and breathe. Because when we feel unsafe, when we feel anxious, it's a lot of the time because our breathing is out of sync. So if we just stop in the moment, and I know it's easier said than done, but if we just try to stop ourselves in the moment and take deep breaths, we flood our body with new oxygen, and on the exhale, we can get rid of the anxiety and the negativity. Breathe in positivity and gratitude. Breathe out negativity and everything that we're not satisfied with. And repeat that again and again, and you will feel better. Next one I wrote. So my positive affirmation for this is I am at home in my body. So you don't need to run away. You're at home in your body. When you take time to breathe, you're at home in your body, and you can do anything, and you can handle any emotion. Number 4 is people don't resonate with me. So this is a lot of time when I'm working creatively and I have this idea and I feel like people aren't receiving it very well, or that it's only got spent ages on a video and it has 100 views. I sometimes think, oh, no one gets me, no one understands. And that also is a limiting belief. So the feelings I attach to that is isolation, loneliness, empty void, let me leave. And then in response to that, I wrote express, create, find, tribe, change in vibration. Because when we change our vibration, it's only natural that certain people and certain situations are going to fall away. For example, if you want to be a yoga teacher and instead of going out on a Friday night, you decide to go to yoga classes, you might have some friends that are like, oh, come on, mate, come down to the pub and have a drink with us. What are you doing, you mate? Why are you doing yoga? And then you might feel isolated because, oh my God, I'm doing yoga on my own. But if you want to do yoga rather than go to the pub, then babes, get down with dogging, you know? So in my affirmation for this is my energy is magnetic. Because when you change your energy, you're going to attract whatever you want to attract. So if you're working on yourself, I'm building this Patreon. I maybe don't have many subscribers right now, but I know that I'm attracting the right people who resonate with my messages. With my messages. And I know the more I do it, the more dedicated I am, the more people are going to find me. So my energy is magnetic. Number 5, I need to overgive to receive love. Now, this is something personal that I do a lot, especially within my relationships and in general. It's like I feel like I give. And sometimes I do that because I want to feel love. And this can sometimes mean that my boundaries are overcrossed. So I wrote, I said, no boundaries, helpless, scared, inner child. And I think it comes from my inner child needing to be accepted, when in reality, I think my inner child needs to be validated and I need to show love to my inner child. So in response to this, I wrote, love your inner child, protect him, you are worthy on your own. So when you set boundaries and you realize that you're worthy as you are, then you start to attract a different kind of love, a selfless love, a love that comes from within and is reflected in your outer world, you know, as within, as without, as above, as below. So love yourself more and you will start to see more love coming into your life in various different forms. So my affirmation for this was, I open my heart and welcome in love. I am love. So yes, guys, I'm very happy actually. I feel very empowered by this. So please let me know in the comments how you feel. Please tell me maybe an example that you've gone from a negative emotion that you feel about yourself to a positive affirmation that you feel about yourself. So, you know, we've gone from I am too gay to I am empowered by the divine feminine. Others may be intimidated. I've gone from I need to do more to receive more to I work smarter, not harder. I need to run away from my problems for safety to I am at home in my body. We've gone from people don't resonate me to my energy is magnetic. We've gone from I need to overgive to receive love to I open my heart and welcome in love. I am love. So yes, please let me know what you've written, my loves. Also, if there's any particular subject or thing that you'd like me to talk about in the next video, please let me know. We are building this beautiful community and I'm sending you all the love, all the love, all the love. And yeah, if there's anything you need from me or you just want to chat, write me in the comments, send me a message. I am here for you. And I love you. I'm gonna run in the sea. And yeah, I'm gonna speak to you soon. Mwah. Mwah. I love you.